So good afternoon all. So let us start the session. In previous class, we discussed about operators, different operators available in Python. Okay, I hope we discuss in detail about operators. So mainly the bitwise operators and logical operators. In today's class, we are going to discuss about precedence and associativity in Python. Okay, so precedence and associativity. So let us start. Okay. So today agenda, we are going to discuss about operator precedence and associativity in Python. What is the precedence? I hope you all know that operator. What is operator means? We discuss about different operators in our previous classes. Precedence means if one expression we got more than one operator. For example, A plus B. A plus B. Now we have only one operator, so we are going to do addition. If we have two operators in one expression, A plus B into C, multiplication. One is addition, another one is multiplication. Now operator precedence means you are going to execute or you are going to evaluate first A plus B or B plus C. A plus B or B into C, sorry, A plus, you are going to evaluate A plus B or so B into C. So which operation you are going to execute first? That means for which operation you are going to give preference, give importance. So that we are called as a precedence. Okay, associativity is nothing but if so both the operands have same precedence. For example, A plus B plus C. Okay, now so these two operands are the same. Now you are going to evaluate from left to right or right to left. Okay, so this is the introduction about operator precedence and associative. And this topic is very important when you are writing any online exam, online multiple choice question exams. At least you get one question from this topic, operator precedence and associativity. Okay, now we are going to see the definitions first. Operator precedence and associativity. An expression or formula may contain several operators. The sequence of execution of the operators is called operator precedence. Precedence represents the priority level of the operator. The operator with higher precedence will be executed first of lower precedence. Okay, this is the theory. So coming to practically, we are going to see this is operator precedence and associativity. So for that, first we are going to know the precedence table. The precedence table in Python. In our previous classes, we learn and we know. So based on that, we know so many operators. Now we are going to give now the Python gives the precedence to these operators. This is the precedence table. So this is the precedence table. Okay, if you observe that, so this is the lowest precedence, this is the highest precedence. The below table summarizes the operators according to their precedence. The table shows precedence in descending order. It means the operators which are having highest precedence are listed at the top of the table. At the top of the table, this is the top of the table. Okay, in this, the highest precedence goes to parenthesis. The highest precedence goes to parenthesis. Now, the first question is that, for example, I write a instruction like this: 10 plus 20 into 5. Now, we need precedence, operator precedence. Why? Here there is two operands. One is plus, another one is multiplication. We are going, now we got the question that, so first we are going to perform addition or multiplication. So first we are going to perform addition or multiplication. We cannot decide. So based on this table, you are going to decide whether you are going to perform addition or multiplication. Okay, so now we see, so these are the precedence table. The first one is parenthesis. This is the highest precedence. What it means, so for example, I write any instruction in brackets without any question, we are going to execute the expression in this bracket. For example, I write a plus b in these brackets, then you are going to execute, you are going to give the importance to these brackets and evaluate this expression. Okay, the next precedence goes to exponent operator. What is the exponent operator? 2 power 3, for example, 2 power 3 or 2 power 5. Then we are going to use this exponent operator, 2 multiplication symbols and 5. And next precedence goes to unary operators. What is a unary operator? The unary operator contains only one operator. Okay, the next precedence goes to multiplication and division and modulus. Okay, the next precedence goes to addition and subtraction. Next precedence goes to bitwise shift operators. Next, bitwise AND, bitwise OR, bitwise XOR, bitwise OR. Okay, the next importance goes to comparison operators, identity operator, membership operator. Next one, logical NOT, logical AND, logical OR. Okay, so this is the precedence table. So based on this, we are going to evaluate the expressions. The Python interpreter can evaluate the expressions. Now, you all give the response in the chat box. What is the answer for 1 plus 20 into 5? Sorry, 10 plus 20 into 5. Everyone try to give the answer in the chat box. What is the expected output? If we give 10 plus 20 into 5. Okay, very good. So now, so how we all are saying that, so 110. So 110 means here we are going to perform multiplication first. Why? The precedence for multiplication is greater than addition. So first we are going to perform the multiplication. So 10 plus 100, then only one operator. So 110 is the correct answer. 110 is the correct answer. Okay. Everyone try to remember this table. Okay. So first importance goes to the precedence goes to parenthesis, exponent and unary operators, and multiplication, division, addition, bitwise shift operators, and XOR, OR, and comparison operator, and identity operator, and membership operator, logical NOT, logical AND, logical OR. Okay, so now everyone try to give the answer in the chat box. For example, I'm giving that 50 by 5 into 2 into 2. What is the answer? 50 by 5 and into 2. Okay, okay. So many members gives 20 as an answer. 20, and some members gives 5 as an answer. 5, and one member gives 500. Okay, okay. So actually, when we evaluate this expression, so based on our previous knowledge, we said two answers. One is 20, another one is 5. Okay, so why we are saying like this means here this multiplication and division both belongs to same group. The precedence of this multiplication and division are same. So in these cases we are going to we are need associativity. Okay, what is the precedence and associativity? So precedence means for which operator, if you have more than one operator in your expression, for which operator you are going to give the importance or priority. So that we are called as a precedence. Now coming to associativity. So coming to associativity, so what is if an expression contains operators having same precedence? In our example, so both they have same precedence. So 50 5 into 2. Okay, in this expression, so both the operators, one is division operator, another one is multiplication operators, having the same precedence. Then which operator is executed first is another question now. Okay, so that's why you people are giving two types of answers. Somebody gives 5, somebody gives 20. It means knowing whether the execution is from left to right or right to left. So this is called associativity. So what it means, if these operands have the same precedence, then you are going to evaluate this expression left to right or right to left. Okay, if it is right to left, then so 5 is the correct answer. If it is left to right, then just wait, then 20 is the correct answer. So 509, any doubt? Okay, okay. If so left to right it is 20, so right to left it is 5. Okay, now associativity is the order in which an expression is evaluated that has multiple operators of the same precedence. This is the important point. Almost all operators have left to right associativity in Python. So that means all the operators in Python left to right association. So left to right association except this exponent, except one operator, that is exponent. Except this, the remaining all are left to right, but coming to exponent it is right to left. Okay, so now I'm taking 50 by 5 into 2. Now One more time, everyone. So please give the answer in chat box. Now, division and multiplication. Same belongs to same group. The precedence is same. Now you can evaluate from left to right. From left to right. So first you are going to evaluate this. So 50 by 5. So 50 by 5, it is 10. 10 into 2, it is 20. So 20 is the correct answer. 20 is the correct answer. Okay. I hope who are giving 5 as an answer, they understand. Okay, why we got so 20 instead of 5? So why we got 20? The division and multiplication. So these two operands have same precedence. So we are going to follow the associativity. So for these operators, the associativity is right to left. Sorry, left to right. Except the exponent. For the remaining operators, the associativity is left to right. Left to right on. Okay. I hope everyone understands that the concept, so precedence and associated. Okay, now we are going to solve one question on precedence. Just wait 1 second. Everyone try to solve this one, this expression. Three by two into 4 plus 3 plus in brackets 10 by 4 brackets close exponent 3 minus 2. Okay, I hope it is visible. Okay, everyone try to solve this 3 by 2. Three by 2 into 4 plus 3 plus 10 by 4 exponent 3 minus 2. The highest precedence goes to which operator? Okay, first you try to solve this one. Everyone try to solve this. What is the output for this expression? So 3 by 2 into 4 plus 3 plus in brackets 10 slash 4 exponent 3 minus 2. So don't use in Python interpreter. If I press enter, it returns answer. So first we try to solve. Okay. Now, so based on the precedence table, the most precedence operator is brackets. So first we are going to evaluate this 3 by 2 into 4 plus 3 plus what is 10 by 4? 10 by 4. 10 by 4. What it returns? It returns 2.5. It is not floor division. It is division. So it returns a float value. So it is 2.5. It is 2.5. Okay. Next, exponent 3 minus 2. Exponent 3 minus 2. In these operators, the importance or priority goes to exponent. So 2.5 power 3. So it is 2.5 power 3. It is 15.625. 15.625. Okay. In these expressions, the highest precedence goes to exponent operator. So 3 by 2 asterisk 4 plus 3 and plus 2.5 power 3, it is 15.625. 15.625 minus 2. Okay. So next, so this is the division, multiplication, plus minus. In this, the precedence priority goes to division and multiplication. Now these two are the same precedence. So we are going to evaluate left to right. So 3 by 2. First you are going to evaluate 3 by 2, that equals to 1.5. 1.5 again into 4 plus 3 plus 15.625 minus 2. Okay, now the precedence goes to multiplication. 1.5 into 4, so it returns 6.0. 6.0 plus 3 plus 15.625 minus 2. 15.625 minus 2. Okay. Next, here all operators have same precedence. So left to right, 6.0 plus 3.0, sorry, 6.0 plus 3, 9 plus 15.625 minus 2. Next, 9 plus 15.625, it becomes 24.625. 24.625 minus 2. Now it is equals to 22.625. 625. So this is the answer. So 22.625 is the answer. Okay. Many students give the correct answer only. Who giving 1311.5? Okay, I hope you all are understand how we got 22.625. Okay, so now we see in the Python interpreter, if I press enter, so 22.625, it returns 22.625. We got 22.625. Okay, so these type of questions you are going to expect in online exam. Okay, for that you all are going to remember the precedence table. The highest precedence goes to brackets, the next precedence goes to exponent, next precedence goes to unary operators, next division and multiplication, next addition and subtraction, next bitwise shift and bitwise shift operators, then AND operator, XOR operator, OR operator, then comparison operators, and lastly logical operators. Okay, you remember all these things, then you are going to easily solve this problem. Okay, just now everyone try to solve another problem. 2 asterisk asterisk 3 asterisk asterisk 2. What is the expected answer for this? What is the expected result for this? 2 exponent 3, 2 exponent 3 exponent 2. Everyone please try to give the answer in chat box. 2 exponent 3 exponent 2 exponent 2. 64. 64 is wrong answer. So many members give 64. 64 is wrong answer. Yes, 512 is correct answer. So why? Here these are the exponent operator. So this is the exponent operator, exponent. So both have same precedence. So except the exponent, all the for the remaining all the operators, it is left to right, left to right. But coming to exponent, it is right to left. It is right to left. So you can evaluate from right to left. First you are going to take these two operands. 2 exponent 3 exponent 2, that is 9. That is 9. Next iteration 2 power 9. What is the 2 power 9? 2 power 9 is 512. Okay, if we press enter here, 512 is the answer. Okay. Anybody have any doubts in operator precedence and associativity? Unmute yourself and ask me, or any other questions related to this. So this is very important topic. You observe that after the class also many members gives the wrong answers. Why? Means you think that at the time of answering these type of questions you think that you are correct. So first think 1 second, then you try to answer. So based on the precedence table, you all are remember the precedence table, highest precedence brackets, exponent, like that. If you remember that, you get correct answer. Okay, anybody have any doubts? Okay, so thank you. Now we are going to discuss two questions. Okay, so operator precedence and associativity topic is over. So next, so this is the program. Here you are going to write a program that asks the user to enter three numbers. To enter three numbers, here they are specifying that use three separate input statements and create variables called total and average that hold the sum and average of the three numbers and print out the values of total and average. So first we are going to try to understand the problem. Okay, so what they are asking, write a program that asks the user. Asking the user is nothing but you are going to write which function? Input function. You are going to ask the user means you are going to write the input function. User to enter three numbers. So we are going to define three variables. So here I am taking that n1, n2, n3. n1, n2, n3. use three separate input statements. Otherwise we are going to write, so n1 comma n2 comma n3 equals to map of. We discuss about these type of instructions in future. Okay, now here they are asking that use three separate input statements. So 1 2 3, so three input statements, and after that create variables called total and average that hold the sum of these three numbers and the average. How we find the average? So total by number of observations. Hold the sum and average of the three numbers and print out the values of total average. Okay, so how we can write this program? So this is the input. So this is the input. So enter first number, you are going to enter 55, enter second number 45, enter third number 35. Now the output, expected output is total equals to 135, average equals to 45.0. Okay, so how we can write this program? So before writing the program, you are going to save this program. Save. Program 6. Okay, so what is the problem? These are the multi-line comment lines. So this is the program. Okay, so this is the problem description. So here you are going to take any three integers, not only n1, n2, n3. You can take any value, any integers. Here I am taking a, b, c, or n1, n2, n3. So n equals to int of input, enter first number, enter first number. Okay, so similarly you are going to write the instruction for second number. So this is the n2, so this is n3. Okay, here I change second number and third number. Okay, so first task is over, that ask the user to enter three numbers. Okay, next create variables called total, average. Create variables called total and average. So I create a variable total and I created a variable average. Now, so total equals to n1 plus n2 plus n3. Okay, and average equals to total by 3. So total by 3. Now you are going to print the values. So for printing the values, you are going to use print statement. So I use print total and print average. Average, that's it. Okay, here I write this program so based on the problem only. So based on the description of the problem. Now we try to execute. Enter first number, enter 65, 55, 45. Okay, so total 165, average 55.0. Okay, in this way we are going to solve the problem. Does anybody have any doubts in this problem? Anybody? Small program. Here we learn that how to read the values, by using the input and how to create the variables. So by using the in this total and average, we create the two variables, total and average, and we print the total and average with the help of print function. Okay, we move to next problem. I hope in this concept, in this problem, you don't know some concepts, but try to understand. It is a simple program. Here the problems are like this. They are giving the problems like this. Here, so given a word W, so given a word W and an integer n. So given a word W and an integer n. For example, here I am giving that engineering. Engineering. Okay. And after that they give one value, integer value. For example, I give 5. So what is the program here? Write a program to print the character. Write a program to print the character present at the index n in the word W. So this is the W equals to engineering, n equals to 5. Now what is the expected output? Present at the index, not the position, index. First you know the index. So for example, so this is the string engineering. Okay, engineering. Now the index is starting from 0. The index is starting from 0. E N G I N E E R I N G. The starting index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now say n equals to 5. N equals to 5. Now what is the program here? Given a word W and an integer n, write a program to print the character present at the index n in the word W. Print the character. So what is the output? What is the output here? So what is the output here? The output is, what is the index 5? The index 5 letter is E. It is E. So it prints the E as a output. Okay, this is the program. You are going to read the W and you read the N and you are going to print the character in this index. What is the character in index 5? E. So E is the answer. Okay, here they are giving the input. The first line contains the word W. The second line contains the integer N. And explanation. Here they are giving the chocolate. So this is the chocolate. So this is the W. And here they are giving the 2 as a input. 2 as a input. If you have the chocolate 2. Chocolate 2. 0, 1, 2. So the output is CHO. O is the output. Similarly, table 1, 0, 1 is A. So A is the output. Okay. Now we try to write the program for this problem. Okay. So what is the input? First we are going to read W. W equals to just input. Next, N equals to N equals to int of input. Int of input. Okay. Now you are going to print the index, the character at that index N. So W of N. That's it. W of N. We execute this program. engineering. Next line, I'm giving 5. E is the output. College, I give, so 1 as input. Output is O. Okay. Chocolate. If I give 3, now display C as a output. Okay. In this way, we are going to solve the problems in Python. Does anybody have any doubt in the second program? Okay. Okay. So can we give negative numbers? Yes, we give negative numbers. We discuss about negative numbers when we discuss about the list traversing. So first we are going to see, so what happened if I give negative numbers. So for example, A equals to engineering. A equals to engineering. If I print A of 0, it prints E. If I print A of -1, it prints G. So -1 means it prints G. A of 0 means it prints E. If I print A of -3, what's the expected output? Sunil. If we give A of -3, so -1 means it is G. N means -2 means N. So -3 means I. Okay. 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 We discuss in detail about the list. When we discuss about the list traversing, we discuss about the negative indexing also. Okay. Sunil, are you understand or not? Okay. Anybody have any doubts? Okay. So this is end of today class. So thank you all. We meet in tomorrow class. Thank you.